Pokemon has just gotten a whole lot tastier. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the network, where today we're taking a look at another gaming cooking accessory, I guess. Now again, this is another device that I picked up at my local hobby store. It was, again, discounted as was the other one. However, I did actually find these on Amazon, so we will be able to provide a link in the description for those of you who don't have a Hobby Lobby near you. Now, with all that intro stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at this box. So we do have a lovely graphic of the sandwich maker on here, and it looks like it embosses both a Pikachu and a Pokeball onto your sandwich. Turning the box to the side, we just have more graphics of that. And taking a look at the back, we have a little more information. Here it just says it's a grilled cheese sandwich maker, cool to a touch, aluminum plates, all that stuff. If you want to read all this, you can go ahead and pause. And on the side, we just have more pictures. On the bottom, there's just some legal jargon. And turning it over to the top, we have a nice picture of Pikachu. So we'll go ahead and open this thing up. If I can grab the freaking pull tab, there we go. And pull this thing out, shall we? Or I guess in this case, we'll dump it out. We have our press itself, and it comes secured in some styrofoam and a little bit of plastic wrap. We have a little piece of paper that looks to just be in Spanish, so I actually can't read that. This is just talking about warranty, so that can go ahead and go right into the bin. And then we have our instruction manual for our sandwich maker. Now, I'm pretty sure this doesn't need anything more than you just put some sandwiches in here, but we'll see what this thing says.
A few moments later.
Okay, so after reading through this thing, it looks like it doesn't give us definitive cook times like the Creeper waffle maker did. So I guess we're just gonna have to plug it in and then see when the toast is brown or when the bread is brown, and then that's pretty much when we're done. All right, so let's turn our attention back over to the press itself and get it out of its styrofoam cage. We'll toss those off to the side. We'll take off its lovely little bit of protection there, and here we go. Okay, so I can say right off the bat, this one is new out of the box, and it's already got the sticker on the top chipping right here, and it's peeling up on this corner, so that's kind of depressing if you ask me. Popping this thing open, we have, let's see, a nice little piece of parchment paper to, I guess, keep it safe, and then we have our griddles themselves, and one side is Pikachu and the other side is the Pokeball, and this sandwich maker can actually do 2 sandwiches at a time. So we'll go ahead and test it with 2 different types of bread just to see, you know, if these images come out a little better depending on, you know, the bread type you use, either a darker or a lighter bread. But I think that's enough in terms of just looking at this sandwich maker, so let's go ahead and head on up to the kitchen and plug this thing in and actually give it a try. Okay, so now we have our sandwich maker all prepped and clean, so it should be all ready to make us some grilled sandwiches. Now, according to the instructions, we need to plug this thing in and let it heat up. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. If I can get an open outlet. Now, it says that during the preheating process, you're going to have the red light on, and then as soon as the red light is off and both of them turn green, we should be all ready to toast our sandwiches. So for this, as I alluded to downstairs, I have a split top wheat bread as our darker variety, and then just some white bread to kind of compare and contrast the two of these and see which one does a better job at embossing our Pokemon icons. So while this thing is heating up, what I'm going to do is make a couple sandwiches real quick using this bread. I think one's going to be a grilled cheese and one's going to be a grilled cheese and ham. And then I'll go ahead and cut back when this thing is all preheated so we can start making our sandwiches. Okay, so we have the green light on here, which means, according to the instructions, that this thing is all preheated and ready to go. It did turn off, which it did say that it would also do that while we're cooking, and this thing does not, unfortunately, have a built-in timer. So let's pop our little grill press open, and then we'll take our sandwiches, and again, as per the instructions, I did put a little bit of butter on both sides of these so that we can get a little bit of brownness. And right off the bat, I can say that my bread appears to be a little too big for this press, but we'll go ahead and we'll squeeze this thing shut and we'll start toasting. Now, you can't really see it all that much, but I do have bread sticking out of the side of this press. So I guess if you're going to go ahead and get this, try to find the smallest size of bread that you possibly can so that it'll actually fit in here. Because to be fair, this is some pretty thin bread, because the other stuff that I had was like, you know, an inch thick, and I was like, there's no way this is gonna work in here. And apparently the bread that I thought would work in here also is a little too big for this thing. So I guess, you know, keep an eye out for really small bread. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut back when this thing is all toasted. Okay, so it has been about 3 minutes and it is smelling really good in here. So let's pop the lid and see how we're looking. Oh yeah, those things are like a beautiful golden brown. Are they done? Yeah, they seem to be toasty enough. So we'll take our purple spatula and we'll pull our sandwiches out. I gotta say, I'm actually pretty impressed. These kind of came out pretty good. Oh, if I could get this one out, there we go. But yeah, I would have to say that these are pretty impressive. They do feel toasted. The embossing is really good, like the image hot. Okay, now that we're back with some brain cells, so as I was saying, the embossing on these are pretty good. It does look very clear, surprisingly. I was thinking that it was gonna be, you know, kind of gimmicky and this stuff wouldn't come out all that good, but yeah, that is a very concrete Pikachu, and that is a very definitive Pokeball. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much a sandwich or a panini press, so you're not really, there's not anything too big to write home about. So now I think I'm going to sit down and enjoy these Pokemon themed sandwiches. So with that, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, remember to drop a like and make that subscribe button glow so that you don't miss any future content. And if you have any suggestions for more gaming related food accessories, be sure to leave them down in the comments or pitch it at our official Discord server, link down below in case you're interested in stopping by. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.